Hey guys, this video is writing quadratic equations given a table. So here's the table I was given. I circled the table in red. All right, so the next thing you need to do is write this next two parts. Like the first stands for the first difference. This first right here, right? First difference, and this one is the second difference. These columns. So I try and make these two columns. And then in the columns, I cross off this x because I don't have any information before it. And I cross off these top two x's where I did them in red, right? Okay, the next thing you do is you compare and try and figure out the first difference. So I go from -2 to 3, I went 5. There was 5 between those numbers. From 3 to 14, there's 11. You could do 14, take away 3, and get 11. 31, take away 14, that's where I got the 17. 54, take away 31, that's where I got the 17, right? The 23. 54 take away 31 is 23. Okay. So we know that's not linear because those numbers in the first column, or the first difference, have to be all the same for it to be linear. So let's see if it's quadratic. I told you it's quadratic, but okay. So between 5 to 11, it's 6. 11 to 17, it's 6. 17 to 13 is 6. You could probably figure out this next column right here. It would be 6. So 23, it would be 29. Right? So you see the pattern. Okay. So here's what you need to know. Because this second column, these are all the same number, that is like the slope of a line. But that second difference being constant makes this a quadratic equation. Here's how you write the quadratic equation. All right, this is the formula. The formula is, I'm going to do recursive, right? This is a recursive equation. I'm going to tell you how you get these numbers. Okay, so right here, you basically can put 6x, because 6 is the slope of your linear part to your quadratic. Here's how you find it if you're going to use a formula. Remember, with recursive, you have to know the first term. So if you look back at your table, this in green, given 1 as x, f of x is -2. So that's where I got that. The formula is the one before, which is fx minus 1, the one before, and then the slope. So here's how you figure out the -7. This is a linear equation. And so we're going to use it to figure out this part right here. 6x minus 7. Okay. So you do f of 1, but it's really f of 1 of the linear part. So go back to your table. And normally f of 1 is right here, -2. But because we're doing it of the linear part, we want this spot right here. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, I know from 5 to 11 it was 6, so I have to go back 6. So I do this right here. 5 take away 6 gives me a -1 in this spot. So that's where in my formula I put -1 as f of 1. Then I multiply it out. 6 times x, 6 times -1. That gives me 6x minus 6. I combine like terms and get this. This is the linear part. This would make a line. This is the linear part of the quadratic equation. And that's it. Writing equations from a table, this is a recursive quadratic equation.